I'll do this and then y'all can come over. Okay. So when you open up Brekel Pro Hands, okay, you're gonna see like your hands and some fingers and stuff, okay? And basically what we're trying to do here is we've got our guy, Mr. Dude, and we were doing facial stuff, so we'll switch to, oh my god, I hate it when this happens. There's literally no way out of this problem. Seriously, it's like, there's no way out of this problem. I literally have to close my eye. That's ridiculous. That is an unsolvable problem.
What is it?
It pops up this thing and like makes it full screen and I can't close. It's quite ridiculous. I think the Brekel stuff's broken, you guys. I don't think it's gonna work, so don't stress out about it. We'll figure out the licensing stuff. All right, so we've got this dude. We started to do some facial stuff with him, but we're gonna pause on that for right this moment. But basically, he's just kind of this idle animation where he just sort of kind of goes back and forth, you know. I'll change those settings to 30 frames per second. So it's 30 frames per second and we have about 110 frames. How many seconds is that? So 1 second would be 30 frames.
Wait, what was the question?
If it's 30 frames per second and there's 110 frames, how many seconds is that? That's right. It's about 4, a little less. All right. So homeboy's doing his thing. So we need to record some hand animation for this guy, okay? And the way you do it with the Brekel Pro Hands is, the cool thing about Brekel Pro Hands is it outputs a skeleton. It'll output a skeleton with your hands. So I can actually record motion on here, and then I can bring that into Maya and attach it onto this guy's hands. And we're all going to do that together. But I'm going to show you how I do that, okay? So I'm just going to get kind of a camera view that I like here, and I'm going to right click on the timeline and do a play blast. And what a play blast is just a movie and of my movie here. And I'll go save to file, and I'll just put that on the desktop. And we'll call it Mutant. Hit save, and I'll just go ahead and play blast. All right. So it's going to pop on my movie here, and I can just kind of set that over to the side. And in my Brekel Pro options, or Brekel Pro Hands, there's some options I want to play with here. You need to set the settings for axis setup to match Maya's. So you set it, normally it defaults like something, but you set it to Y, Z, and then flip. Y, Z, flip, just like this, okay? And I'm recording this so we can go back. And then I'll come down to my output capture here, and I've got Brekel capture, and I'll save that. It looks like it actually already saves onto the desktop, which is pretty cool. But I'll just do it again. And it saves as an FBX. And in this Brekel capture, I'm going to call this right hand. And then what I'm going to do is I need to move this over so I can see my movie. And I'll put this movie on loop. And I'm not going to do anything crazy with the animation. I'm just going to kind of follow along. And as you can see, like when I'm recording my motion, I set the brekel like perfectly straight and I put my hand over it. I don't want it at an angle or like this. I really just kind of want it straight so that it's, you know, really accurate. And right now it's pretty smooth. And I'm just going to adjust my settings here so they're pretty smooth. So I'm going to go to smoothing and I'm going to play with some of this stuff. So palms, so it looks like strength and responsiveness. So that's at 0.10. Maybe I'll move this to like, I don't know, 2. And then test it. So that's a little bit more responsive. That's for my palms, and then maybe for fingers I'll do like 4. You just want it to be able to understand your hand pretty well, right? Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll move this over, and I'm watching my animation here, and I just need to make sure that I can see the end, and there's a start recording button here, and so I'll just wait till it starts playing and I'll record, and I'm just gonna record some finger stuff like this, right? And then I'll hit stop. I can close my movie, and I don't need brekel anymore. And I accidentally did 2, so here I've got this capture here. And alright, so what I want to do now is, so this is the animation file, but I want to put the actual capture into the rig. And what I want to do is I'd like to give you guys all this file so you guys can work along with me here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop